Okay. Boop. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Put that over there. And then we gotta come over here. We gotta do this. Okay. And then we gotta come over here and do that. Alright. And then over here. Okay. Publish everything. All set and ready to go. Here we go. Hello, everybody. It is me. You guys know who I am. I'm pretty infamous at this point, right? I'd hope so. If you're here this early and you don't know who I am, it's me. I'm King. Or so they say. That's what they say. They say I don't. I don't say that I'm King. They all do. I totally don't have it in my name. Not at all. Not at all. Today we're gonna be doing something stupid. This is like horribly inefficient, and it's well, you know, we're gonna still dig with the horse because, you see, there's still a horse over there. Oh no. Hello, can you be my new horse? How do I horse you? How do you get on these horses? I forget. I thought you could just click on them. Can you not? You can ride skeleton horses. What? They added that like a long time ago, didn't they? And I can't use the saddle on them either. I'm not imagining that, right? They did add a horse. Hang on. Can you ride skeleton horse in Minecraft? Yeah. They can be ridden without a saddle. Maybe it's a server thing? Maybe. I don't know why I can't ride it. In Bedrock Edition, they can be controlled by the player without a saddle. However, in Java Edition, skeleton horses can be equipped with a saddle and then controlled like riding other entities. It is impossible for the player to use another portal or end portal while on a skeleton. So I just gotta put a saddle on it. That's all I need to do. But as you can see, I cannot. Huh. I don't. Well, we gotta go get a new horse from the mainland. Okay, so I'm so sorry. I don't. Okay, well, Mick, how's it going? Good. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. And then Swifty, congrats on thank you for submitting your taxes on the Twitch stream. No, the horse. Well, I guess we aren't taking the horse. I do have a couple of horses still. So we can afford to lose a few more if we have to. I don't want to lose more horses, but, you know, this is just how it goes sometimes. Okay, you're my next best horse. You're getting diamond horse armor. Alright. Wow, I can't believe he died. Like, what the heck happened, man? He's trembling in fear right now. He doesn't want the same thing. In his defense, like, you know, he should have just walked faster. That's all I'm saying. You know, if the horse walked backwards faster, he would have lived. Or something like that. Oh, man, I almost killed this horse. Oh, no. No. No, get back here. You are not leaving me. Okay. Okay. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Alright, we're just gonna, 10 nothing ever happened, guys. Take 5 really quick. We are digging with a horse today. It's wildly inefficient, but it sounded like good clickbait. So, instead of just actually clickbaiting everybody and saying I'm gonna dig with a horse, I'm going to actually dig with a horse. And it is going to make my tool usage slower, just a little bit. But listen, I'm desperate for views, okay? Like, we desperately... We're so close, okay? Listen, guys, listen. We are really, really close to being monetized on YouTube. And, like... I'm not saying I just want to be monetized, but I've been telling some people that we are gonna have super chats soon, and they keep asking. And I really want to give them super chats. So, this is the best way for me to do it, is to just, you know... not distort the truth, because I'm not distorting the truth. We will be digging on horseback today. The question is just how long are we going to be digging on horseback? Hopefully we don't lose any more horses, because I've only got one more option after this. Before, I guess I'll start stealing other people's horses. I don't know. I'm not saying I would steal anyone. I'm not saying I would steal anyone's horses, but... there are some options. That's all I'm saying. There are perfectly good options at that. You know, Kit. Kit has a great horse on the server somewhere. I can go steal her horse. Swiftu might have a horse. I could probably go steal his horse. You know, I've got some options. That's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying, okay? I don't have a horse. Alright, or a base. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You said you had a base. You told me you had a base at some point, and I'm sure you've got a horse now, because I think you're just lying to me. And you know, I don't appreciate liars, so your horse is next. Let's see. Okay, I need to catch up on chat. I'm sorry. There's plenty of horses in the sea, plains. Yeah, there's plenty of fish in the sea. My poor horse. I can't believe that happened, honestly. That was quite the way to start the stream. Okay. He's trembling in fear right now. He doesn't want the same thing. Fair enough. Clickbait, monetized equals money, right? Also, what do you mean almost monetized? Do you need verification or something? Because I never thought about it, but I guess... I thought you could just earn money anyway. So to make money on YouTube, you got to get monetized. So yes, monetization equals money. But in order for YouTube to trust you enough with the dollars, they need you to earn a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of watch time. So for first level monetization, it's 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. I am at 1,000 subscribers and 2,866 watch hours, I think. Why did I go down here? I don't know. So I'm really close to that level, and then I'm also gunning just for the top level monetization, which allows you to have ads and things of that nature. Which would be, from what I've been told, it's pretty decent. At this point, you know, I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to be, but it's the only options that are opening up, so I gotta just do what I've got open to me right now, and so YouTube is the option, because success is my only option at that. All right, here we go. You had a base. I kind of forgot. You did sort of move away from there because it was so far away, and then like, yeah, that's fair. I get that. I get that. I need to buckle down and actually get my base going. I live next to Mia now. Nice. Okay. And you have a horse, right? I'm sure Mia has a horse, right? Probably. I'd be shocked if Mia doesn't have a horse. Let's see. Me and me are besties. Nice. Love that. Cocky, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I've been DM'd. I've been DM'd. I think we all know who DM'd me. Not like he can stay away anyway. It's the one and only Cookie Man. Okay. I'll check that out after stream. Was it me? I don't think it was you. I could be wrong. No, it was just Cookie Man. We're good. We're chilling. Let's see. Did you? I also DM'd you? Did you? Did I forget to respond? Oh, well, you did DM me before stream, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think I don't think I missed a message from you, did I? I sent you my clip. I did not get the clip, no. Not yet. You might have sent it in, like, my Discord server, who knows? Let's see. You know, I just realized I turned off music. I was like, why is it so quiet? I turned off all sounds, which includes music. Okay. Yeah, English only, please, chat. I have no idea what you just said, Awesome. But I hope you're doing well. Now it's sent bet. I'll check that out after stream for sure. That was probably a golden clip in all honesty. Like, I can't believe that happened. That's all I'm saying, man. That was such a good, perfectly timed event. I can't, man. That makes me want to start posting, like, on TikTok again, honestly. Moments like that were what was, like, amazing to have on TikTok. I don't know if I will ever post on the TikTok ever again, but maybe I will. Who knows? Do you think you'd ever do that? Post on TikTok? I used to. No? Oh, what? Blow up my horse? No. No, I didn't. I never thought I would do that. That was not ever on my to-do list. It just sort of happened. Also, I don't know if you guys are seeing this as well, but there's like a glitch going on, I think. Apparently, like, everything is tinted yellow in my chat. Like, a lot more than what it should be. And I also can't remove my live tag. So, I'm assuming it's just a bug, but it's an interesting one. I don't know if you are seeing this, King. You need to make a Discord server, and in it, you make, like, videos where you talk to viewers directly through a group call, or just a one-on-one call. That'd be so cool. Ooh. Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times, but wait, I didn't see you post it in my chat. Hang on. Yeah, well, now I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it now. I don't know if I'll do that or not, but maybe. There's a possibility. I won't rule it out. All right. Time to dig. Let's see. Thinking we do a three deep tunnel. This is gonna be so bad. Oh my goodness. Actually, you know what? Let's do 2 deep. This is awful on 3. So 2 it is. Okay. The server is busted. Creepers explode. Like, they make holes. That's not good. Yeah, that's really not good. Yeah, they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to damage you, but they're not supposed to do... Not again. Not again, not again, not again. Okay. That was scary. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Okay. So, yeah, what I'm thinking today, anyway, is we're gonna be digging the hole on horseback for as long as I can. And then I will probably wrap up stream. And then next stream, I don't know, we're gonna try to find another creative way to do this. Maybe on Strider back or something, I don't know. I don't want to just be that guy that's doing the same thing over and over again, so I'm trying to find new ways to do it every time. I kind of want to make a creeper farm so that we could just maybe blow some stuff up. But sand is kind of hard to come by. So I don't know if I really want to do it. If I want to do that in specific, I'd have to go mine more sand. I would like to just blow it all up with a flying machine, but that's technically against the rules. But it's only against the rules if you get caught, technically. That's my theories. I'm tempted to try it just to see what happens. I mean, I've already used flying machines, so it's not like it's gonna lag the server, right? No, I would never break the rules. I would never break the rules, guys. Okay, never. Wooden pickaxe only, no enchantments. Just a wooden pick. That sounds awful. That actually sounds like torture. Saying breaking the rules is only breaking rules if someone sees you is like saying, remember kids, it's not illegal if no one sees you do it. I mean, true. Except, like, there's video evidence of me breaking the rules. Like, I would do it with the full knowledge that I could get in trouble for it, but I don't know how much trouble I'd actually get. That's the thing. I've never seen somebody break the rules like that. I could just ask, but if I ask for permission and they tell me no, then I won't be able to ask for forgiveness. That's the thought, right? If you ask for forgiveness rather than permission, they're much more likely to give you forgiveness. But if you break their permission, if you don't get permission first, I can't even see down there in time, so I gotta do this. There we go. So, I mean, you know, it's all about the way you handle the situation, is my thought. I mean, who would realistically catch me? That's the thing. I mean, it would be over in the course of hours. So, like... Oh my gosh. I would never. I would never. I know it sounds like I'm actually entertaining the idea, and maybe I am secretly, but I would never actually do it. I could report you to the feds, and I could tell your mom. So, like, checkmate, you know? Are you in an SMP? Yes, this is a SMP I'm on right now. This is Twitch SMP. It's a content creator SMP I'm a part of. Primarily made up of Twitch streamers. But some of us also do YouTube on the side. And so that's what I'm doing right now. We're currently digging on horseback. I don't know why. Maybe another time we could do it in F5 mode only. F5 from back, and then F5 from forward. And then, like Swifty said, we could do wooden pickaxe only, wooden tools only. We could do wither. I could get a wither to chase me around in the hole. Okay? Hear me out. We get the wither to chase me around in the hole until we clear out part of it. That would be awful. This one officer. Yeah, there's a lot of secrets you could tell my mother, and I don't tell any of them. I don't tell a single thing to your mom. See, I'm very trustworthy. You should be trustworthy too. Don't report me to the feds. Don't do it. Just don't. I want to join, but I'm on Bedrock. This world doesn't support Bedrock anyway, but I do have a viewer joinable server that does allow Bedrock players to join if you'd like. I play that every Monday and Friday. So if you'd like, you can check that out. Exclamation mark IP in the chat. Gets you all the info you need there. Also, to give you guys an update, I'm working on the day in the life video still. I didn't get a chance to work on it very much last night. A lot of things ended up coming up, and I just couldn't seem to get everything done that I wanted to get done. So I ended up not being able to work on it very much. But I got a decent amount of it done today. I'm on like the final cut, so all I got to do now is add transitions and music, and I'm halfway done with the music, I think. Maybe only a third. There's going to be a lot of classical music, weirdly enough. I felt like it fit the vibe. And once that's out, more Minecraft videos will be coming soon. I need to make a video, I guess, about 1.21.8, because that's coming out soon. I'm wondering if Mojang is just burning through a bunch of the numbers all of a sudden, and if that's intentional or not, because we're going to reach 1.21.10, and I don't know if they're going to use 1.21.10 or not, or if they'll go to 1.22. That's the thing. They could go to that direction if they wanted. But, I mean, we're at 1.21.8, and it's another hotfix, which is fine. I'm not mad that they're doing hotfixes. That's actually great. But the problem right now that we're facing is just the fact that we don't know what to call some of these update numbers because of the fact that minor versions and hotfixes used to be the third decimal point. But now it's also about game drops. Game drops are considered minor updates, which is fine. But it does create some minor issues occasionally as well. A boat? Yes, a boat. We could do a boat. A player. I could have a player walk me around while I sit on their head, and then I could dig. That sounds so weird, but I'm kind of down to try that one, maybe. We could do... What are some other good options? I mean... I just want to make it fun. That's the thing. Like, I'm having fun right now, and that's just because this is a weird idea. A pig? Ooh, that's a good idea. Yes. We could do that. Carrot on a stick. Okay. Sloth, welcome on in. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. Did anyone get first? There we go. I was going to say, did anyone grab that really quick? Congratulations on grabbing the first redemption, Sloth. Hello, 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 hello. How's it going? Also, how is your game, my guy? I know you've been working a lot on the back end stuff, so getting rich presence and working on the Discord server. But I'm curious if you've done any other developments recently, or if it's just been that kind of stuff. Because I get that. That's where I'm stuck with Omnia right now, is working on those stupid back end things that make me want to cry. The Galactica Nova? Okay, I gotcha. Let's see. It's doing well. A lot of brainstorming done. Not much real development, but tons of planning. Okay, okay. I like the name. I've got to say, I am a fan of the name. It's very sci-fi, which is fun. I enjoy science fiction to a pretty heavy extent, really. I mean, you guys all know how I feel about Star Wars. Or maybe you don't. I don't talk about it a lot anymore. But I used to be a huge fan of Star Wars. And so, you know, that's a very science fiction universe. So it gives me a lot of joy just hearing that name. It sounds pretty hopeful to me. If we had, oh, we wouldn't be able to do it anyway. I was gonna say, if we had happy guests, I would totally dig with a happy guest. But I'd have to clear a couple layers down into the floor in order to get the happy guest to let me fly around and break above me. And I don't think the server's ever gonna update to it because we still haven't done Spring to Life update. So I'm thinking we're just stuck on this version for a little while. Which is okay. It's just kind of sad without some of those newer features is all. It's Sam, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. King, I'm not very OG to your channel. What do you mean? Submitting taxes is a Twitch thing? Or your channel? Or it is a Twitch thing, yes. So, there's a daily redemption on Twitch where you can, collect a redemption, and so we just call it taxes here. And, it's a pretty fun thing, I think. Some people have insane amounts of taxes submitted. Go. Why don't we just shoot flaming molten heat at people? That's a great idea. What could go wrong, Swifty? What could go wrong? Not much real development, but lots of planning. A lot of what I had planned for Omnia is going into Galactica Nova. Nice. That's exciting. I'm glad to hear it, dude. Seriously. The planning stage is always the most fun, in my opinion. That's just a high power laser. I suppose so, yeah. Also might change the name to Nova Galaxia. Galaxia. I kind of like that as well. I see both names doing pretty good. I'd say the second option is definitely... I feel like it's definitely more unique. But I do like the other one as well. Any names for this game, man? Swiftu might be the guy for you there. Swiftu is great at naming things. I don't know how, but he is. He just kind of comes up with things and he's like, yes, this, yes, that, and boom. I am? Yeah. Dude. Anytime we're looking for names for things, it's like you're spitting out ideas left, right, and center. It's awesome. They're really good at naming things. Okay, well that wasn't supposed to happen that way, but I mean, I'm glad he died one shot. Okay, bro, why your wall have guitar? My wall have guitar because I play guitar. Why do your wall not have guitar? You literally came up with the name Omnia. Yeah, Softu's over here just forgetting what he's done. Like, I mean, I could not have come up with that name. I know that. Boop, boop, boop. Trying to think of any other ways we could dig as well. I mean, I got TNT, but I need to get, like, so many stacks of TNT to make it through a stream. Like, we'd have to do a whole double chest. Which would probably be enough to blow up an entire side, I guess. So, I mean, that's an option. Maybe that actually wouldn't be enough for an entire side. I don't know. I'd have to figure out what the best way to lay out the TNT would be. Okay. There we go. I need to finish up some Omnia stuff soon. I've been really busy. I'm hoping that when I get a little bit more work done on some of the YouTube stuff, it'll kind of free up more time. But I'm not holding my breath necessarily. I just need something to be successful right now, so that means that it's getting a lot more time poured into it, and other things are on the back burner, sadly. Might just call the game Nova, new in Latin, or Novum. Yeah, I like Novum, that's good. Yeah. Because you could... Yes, that's good. I like that. The branding would look sick. I can think of some different ideas there. I wish there was a way to insta-mine Deep Slate. It would be so nice. I mean, I know I wouldn't be able to do it on a horse anyway, but, you know, the hope would be great. That's all that matters, is the fact that I could technically insta-mine if I had the ability. But I don't. And it makes me sad. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave my horse for a second. We're gonna fly back to the house, and we're gonna sleep really quick. Boop. I'm curious, are the plugins broken maybe? The Twitch SMP plugin is, which I think does also control the creepers. Even though it should be a data pack, honestly. I'm pretty sure that's what we use on King SMP. Although, the King SMP data pack isn't working perfectly either. I need to fix that. Anyway, my point is, that might be what's broken. It's just that plugin is having issues. That's the trouble with custom plugins, and unfortunately... I think we only have volunteer staff for Twitch SMP. So it is one of those things, it's kind of like, we don't have on-demand support for that kind of stuff usually. But I will go ahead and, if it's not mentioned later today, I'll just mention that it's a problem that /live causes that error. Oh wait, tab is broken too. All the plugins might be disabled. A dependency might be missing or something. I don't know. Okay. This is gonna be a long layer. I thought, oh man, we're gonna get through this actually surprisingly quickly. No, we're not. I am really excited about King SMP though. We're doing pretty good over there. That river is gonna be done like in a couple of weeks, so I'm really happy about that. Even though it's not gonna quite look how I imagined it looking, it's still pretty good. I also watched a movie last night. I said I would, so I did. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters. And I'll be honest, I really want to like it. I really want to love it. In fact, I actually do like it. I just don't love it. and I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. Like, it just didn't hit me the way it seems to be hitting everybody else. And so I don't know if I just watched it wrong, or if I'm missing something, if I just wasn't in the right mood to watch it, and I felt, you know, felt like it just wasn't as good because I felt like I had to watch it instead of wanting to watch it. I don't know. I don't know why it just didn't click for me, but it didn't. But, you know, I did watch it. It was a good movie. I'm not dissing on it. I thought it was good. I thought it was enjoyable. I'll probably watch it again at some point. But, I don't know if I'd go to say it's like the best movie I've ever seen or anything like that. Although I don't know if I can ever pick a movie that's like the best one I've ever seen, to be honest. Like, it would have to be genre dependent. Just to pick one movie in general that I like best out of every single movie, it would be really hard to pick. Because I'd say, like, one of the movies that have had the most influence on me would probably be, like, How to Train Your Dragon, the animated one. I haven't seen the live action one. I don't know if it turned out good or not. I have to go eat dinner, King. Bye, I'll tell you when I'm back. Alright, sounds good, Mick. Enjoy your dinner. We'll see you later. After I want to, actually. Well, that's good. That's good. Go get dinner. Go get dinner. But, you know, How to Train Your Dragon was, like, very, very influential to me, when I was growing up. Superhero movie-wise, you know, there's a lot of great superhero movies out there, and it would be hard to even just pick between one of them. It could be between, like, Sam Raimi's, Spider-Man 2, or it could even be just, like, I don't know, I really am a sucker for Iron Man 3. I'll be real, I like Iron Man 3. Or could be, oh, thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it, Sloth. Lurk, we need to add that as a variation, like a silly command. If you do LIRK, it says something instead of the other lurk. I don't know what it will be yet, but that's going on the to-do list. Hang on. Where's my to-do list? Here it is. How did I do that? It was Control-Shift-E. Yeah. Exclamation mark alert. Right there. Okay. But, you know, you get into, like, other types of movies as well, like, Star Wars. Star Wars is, again, very influential to me. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, by far my favorite Star Wars movie. But to try to pick between all of those movies that I just named and, like, throw Clouds in there as well, because it's a great movie. You know, all of those movies are all in contention with each other in different ways. It's just dependent on what I'm feeling in that one moment. It would be hard for me to pick just one movie. I mean, another great movie, Inception, and then another great movie, Interstellar. You know, two great, highly regarded movies for that fact. Gotta go to bed now. Nice to see you as always. All right, sounds good, Sloth. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Get some rest. And yes, it is always good to see you. Live action How to Train Your Dragon was insanely good. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was good, yes. That's another great movie. The Muppets 2011. I haven't watched that movie well, since it came out, I don't think. Which feels so weird to say because I was just a child. I was 7 years old when we watched it. It's a really good movie, though. At least from what I remember. But yeah, that is a good movie. I never watched the second Muppet movie, Muppets Most Wanted or whatever. Never watched that one, but, you know, the first Muppet movie, solid. I mean, if you go, like... I'd have a hard time picking my favorite animated movie, in all honesty, right now. I mean, okay, if I rewatch K-pop Demon Hunters, and it's good, it like, better than what I remember it being, then it might be able to be in contention for best animated movie. But it's still, for me, it's below Spider-Man. I don't know if Across the Spider-Verse is my favorite, but I did like a little bit about it. It just depends on how the third movie does. If the third movie doesn't utilize the plot points that 2 set up, I will probably not enjoy 2 nearly enough, because I'll be looking at it and saying missed opportunities. Whereas the first movie standalone by itself is phenomenal. Into the Spider-Verse is probably my favorite. But again, I really also like WALL-E, and I also really like, I also really like How to Train Your Dragon. But How to Train Your Dragon, for me, only got amplified by the fact that How to Train Your Dragon 2 was absolutely insane. I mean, seriously, that movie had me bouncing off the walls after we watched it. Let's see. 2 standalone is kind of eh. I felt like it was good, but they needed to have more of a focal point to it. It needed its own beginning, middle, and end. The movie by itself does okay without the first movie. And I know this because I've known people who have only watched the second movie. And they were like, man, that was a really good movie. And I'm like, oh, what did you like about it? They were like talking about it. I'm like, did you see the first one? They're like, there was a first one? Yeah. Did you watch it? No. Go watch the first one. It does a good enough job introducing all the characters that you don't need the first one, but it doesn't end in a way that you can be satisfied with it without watching the third one. And that makes me upset. That's the thing I have against movies that are designed to have a sequel to them. A lot of them you can't watch just standalone. Now, I mean, that being said, you know, there are movies where that works out very well. Like Star Wars, for example, you know, most of those movies are not designed to be watched by themselves, with the exception of A New Hope, Rogue One, Solo, and, I mean, you could watch The Last Jedi, or not The Last Jedi, sorry, The Force Awakens by itself. You could technically watch The Phantom Menace by itself, because it sets up future plot lines, but it doesn't, like, leave them empty, necessarily. I mean, it's just, like, saying, oh, look at these new characters. I mean, most of the Star Wars movies you could almost watch by themselves. The problem is that you just don't get introduced to the characters. You'd be confused because you'd feel like you're walking in on the middle of a character arc, and that's exactly what's happening. You have no clue what's going on because the writers didn't reintroduce the characters throughout. If Gwen and Miles kiss in the third one, the third one's my favorite. Like, have them kiss, then kill Gwen. I don't know why everybody wants Gwen to die. That's kind of crazy. I think they should stick to their canon event thing. Kill Miles' dad. I know it's gonna be heartbreaking, it's gonna be awful, but that's how it needs to happen. Canon events can't be changed. But I know they're gonna try to pull some sort of crap there. I mean, I like Officer Davis. He's a cool dude. But for the canon that they set up within their own universe, he has to die. I'm sorry, that's just the rule. What if Miles saves his dad, so instead of his dad dying, Gwen dies? But the problem is a police captain has to die. That's the thing. So the only other option, in order to make that happen, Swift2... oh boy, she has to go to Miles' Earth, become a police captain, and then die. Or they could pull a whole symbolism thing that it's not necessarily the fact that it is a police captain, but more so about the fact that it is somebody important to Spider-Man that is a hero of some sort. So then but the problem with that is Spider-Man already died for Miles, so Officer Davis doesn't have to die. That plot would be so funny. Oh, it would be hilarious. Could you imagine her speedrunning to police captain and then rigging an election or whatever? Not an election, changing names on, in computer systems and stuff. That sounds like a funny fan fiction. If it weren't for the fact that I'm already busy with a lot of other things, I would so write that just because it would be fun. It's so silly, but I could see it sort of. The only other thing they could do is saying that, I don't know. Only other thing they could do, I guess, is if they have, Gwen needs to tell, because the way they set it up, in my opinion, this is what they're going to do in the next movie. Essentially, what they're going to do is they're going to make Miles' dad retire before he becomes police captain, because that's what happened at the end of the second movie, is Gwen's dad gave up his badge because he couldn't be a police officer and be her dad at the same time. He knew that just wasn't, after all he did, that wasn't going to be good for them. And so my guess is that's probably what they're going to do, or they're going to try to pull something like that, but they need... The problem that you're going to run into infinitely here is there needs to be at least enough tension, and there needs to be some tension cut. And the only way to cut the tension in a satisfying way, even though it's going to be heartbreaking and sad, is death. And that's because that's the thing everybody understands so painfully, is loss. But the question is, who do you kill? And for spin-off potential, they need to not kill Gwen. But I could easily see them killing her just for the sake of saying, look, we're fulfilling it because Gwen always dies. That's just how it goes. I mean, they alluded to it in the second movie already. Loss? Okay, that's crazy. Bro is doing the loss. Wow. That's not a good plot point, though. He gets saved because he retires. Yeah, I agree. They could make it so that Miles is successful in saving him, but because of the canon event, it ends up causing a problem in the timeline, and so the dimension starts to fall apart. And so what they'd have to do is, I don't know if they could introduce time travel into it without making it too clunky, because that's the problem. You're already in dimensional travel, so adding time travel into the dimensional travel gets very clunky. But what they could do is they could make it so that he has to let his dad die, which would be hard in order to save everyone. Kill Miles, he shouldn't exist. That is an option. Or he shouldn't be Spider-Man, so he just evaporates. That would be unexpected to kill Miles. That would be very unexpected, and I wouldn't necessarily be against it. But the problem that you run into is that leaves 2 dimensions without Spider-Man. You'd have that one plus the one that he's currently in at the end of the second movie. That would be a wild plot twist. It would be. It would be actually insane, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if every dimension has to have a Spider-Man necessarily. But it feels like that's what they're trying to do with the way the timelines and the dimensions are set up. I don't know. And then the problem that you run into is also just due to the fact of what canon is and isn't. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Drake Bell's Ultimate Spider-Man in the movie? The second movie? And he meets a Miles Morales in the Ultimate Spider-Man series, who also is from another dimension and goes into his dimension, which is kind of like crazy, but he stays there. It was kind of like a whole ordeal. I don't remember why it happened the way it did. I don't know. They've got a lot of options. It's just how many of those options are actually worthwhile. They've had so much time to build up this script that I'd be so disappointed if it's not a good movie. And I think they all feel it. All the writers, all the animators, they feel that pressure of like, we've been hyping this up for so long and we're behind schedule. We haven't released this yet. How do we make sure that we don't disappoint everybody? And that's a hard thing to live with. I mean, as it is right now, I don't know how in the world I'm not going to let you guys down with King SMP. You know, once King SMP Season 4 comes out, you know, we've been talking about all the cool plans we have for it. But realistically, you know, how am I going to live up to the expectations everybody has? And that's a tough one. Let's see. There's just a few things I'm looking for. A resolve to romance between Gwen and Miles. Don't save the dad in some bad way or stupid way. 3, fix the Earths properly. That's it. Yeah, I'm definitely for that. I hope I'm definitely leaning more towards the fact that they need to kill him. Although I don't know. Okay. Nobody shoots my horse. Dude! You idiot! You fool! Okay. No, no, no. Do not jump down farther. That's all they gotta do to make the movie not bad. Yes, that is the truth, quite honestly. They need to have some sort of resolution. They need to very clearly mark where Gwen and Miles stand in the movie. Because I felt like they were leaning one direction, but then they kept leaning the other. Like, in my opinion, in the first movie, there was very little tension there, except from Miles, but that was just because, I mean, they very explicitly say so. And then in the second movie, they still kind of paint that picture. But it seems like Gwen is very passive in it. So it doesn't feel like it's a... Doesn't feel like it's necessarily a reciprocal thing there. And I think that would be a beautiful thing for them to paint as well, but I don't know if they ever would. Welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going? Let me get you some shout-outs, Tara. Terasuma. I love saying your name. I love it. You guys not already be sure to follow Terasuma. They were last seen playing some Repo. How was Repo? I've heard a lot of good things about it. We are digging a hole on a horse. Let's see. But see where they're upside down, she puts her head on his shoulder. Yeah, I mean, outside of that, though, like, can you really point to anything else? Because especially right after what she says, I don't know. I don't know. I think she lets herself indulge in it occasionally, but she pulls the plug because she's scared. That's just my theory. And depending on how Spider-Verse 3 ends, it may just end without a Spider-Verse in general. They may just say, no more dimensional travel for the good of the universe. Who knows? Repo is so good. Nice. Let's go. Like I said, we're over here playing on Twitch SMP. And we are digging a hole. Horseback. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So I'm rolling with this. Let's see. Well, the plot is Gwen wants to be with Miles, but she is afraid of how it is going because of how it goes in every universe, and Gwen has seen so many universes and seen it go wrong so many times. But that's the thing. I don't know. She's the only Spider-Gwen we've ever seen. So I feel like it's almost, like, kind of crazy that she doesn't just think to herself, you know, I am Spider-Woman, okay? Like, I could definitely save myself in this case. Because, I mean, that's basically what Miles says about saving his dad. He's just like, I'm different than all the rest of them. I'm gonna go save him. I know what's about to happen, and I'm gonna do it. And it's kind of like... It's kind of like, you know, as somebody who was once a teenager, that is definitely a teenager thing to think. I've seen it go so many different ways, but the difference in this equation is me. Like... You know, I get it. I get what they're probably doing for the plot's sake, but I definitely think it could be different. I'm also gonna log off on the horse. Okay. No Spider-Man has dated a Spider-Woman. I'm actually trying to think. As far as I remember anyway, I don't recall that, yeah. So who knows what happens? She's only seen normal people dating spider people. That's true. That is true. And that tends to be the case. I mean, you know, more often than not. I mean, okay, with the exception of, like, Silk. But I don't even know if I would consider Silk and Peter being a dating kind of relationship. That was something else. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That was definitely something else. If you don't know about Silk, Cindy Moon Silk from Spider-Man, that is an interesting storyline to read up on, let me just say. Not necessarily a great one, I'll be honest. Streamlabs is just over here spamming. Gosh. Wait, did the server restart? Is that something I should Google? It's not bad. It's just weird. It's so weird. It's a very weird storyline, is all I'm gonna say. There's a reason a lot of Spider-Man fans have a problem with her, and it's because of the storyline that they wrote for her in the comics. She's an otherwise pretty okay character, but that line of comics just fell off. And it's because it definitely was. I mean, they wanted to really lean into the biology of spiders for some reason. And, I don't know, it's just, that's all I'm saying. Not that she has the biology of a, well, she kind of does. It's more so her brain and nose have a biology of a spider. It did restart, right? I wasn't just impatient. Surely. Well, we're about to find out. I thought I gave it enough time. I mean, I looked, it was 8. That made sense to me to restart at 8, not 8:01. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is my Spider-Man show is probably better than what... I'm not gonna say it's better than what they're writing for the next Spider-Verse movie, because I haven't seen what they're writing for the next Spider-Verse movie. But I think it's a pretty strong contender, and it's in show form, so you could actually like properly binge watch 12 seasons of it, plus some other like spin-offs and such, which is gonna be fun. I've got a lot of plans for that show. The question is, can I get it greenlit? And if I can't get it greenlit, can I just make it into a fan series? I would be willing to animate it all if I had to. Pay somebody to animate it. Depending on how much I make from Omnia, I may just pay somebody to animate the full series for me while I develop Omnia. Fund one dream with another, you know? Great idea. With a Kickstarter and everything. Or not Kickstarter, but, what do you call it? Either I read the wrong things, that's not weird, they like kiss once. Okay. I will just read you... I'll read you it. Okay. Where's the... It's not the fact that they kiss. That's one thing I can say for certain. Okay. I want to find the exact wording they use so that I don't... misrepresent... Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this and send it to you. Swifto. That last couple of lines especially is the reason why a lot of people hate it. She's a cool character outside of that one thing. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like her character needs a little bit of a rework is all I'm thinking. Although I think they've reworked her a little bit since then, so that's not like one of the big traits about her, but it was just kind of like, not my favorite thing is all I'm saying. I'm not even kidding you. That is actually in the comics. That's yeah. I want to do some more comic reading at some point, honestly, because I do need to do some more research for my show. But I might skip that one. I don't know. I'll read it just to try to respect the lore as much as I can if I decide to use Silk as a character. I may not. But, you know, I want to make it as respectable as possible to what the fans expect. Because I'm making it for myself as much as I'm making it for anyone else. You know, it's what I expect everybody else to make when they make something Spider-Man related. I'm really hoping the next Spider-Man movie is good, though. The one with Tom Holland. They're going back street level. And so I'm really hoping that it's good. Because it looks like it has the opportunity to be good. I mean, going back street level is a bold move after going multi-dimensional threat. But it's got some opportunities. They've scaled back their cast a lot more. It sounds like they're going with a Mary Jane MJ instead of Michelle Jones MJ, which is a choice. I'm kind of a fan of it. Not that I dislike Zendaya in her entirety. I just feel like Michelle Jones wasn't... I mean, she wasn't MJ, that's the thing. And we don't have any of the classic Spider-Man companions necessarily within the main MCU Spider-Man. I mean, Ned Leeds is kind of... was, at one point in time, a friend of Peter Parker's, but he wasn't, you know, he wasn't necessarily, like, replacing Harry Osborn. I respect what they did. I mean, trying to change up the script when you've had two Spider-Man in the past, 10 years, it was kind of like, we don't want to repeat the same old stories. So I would respect that they didn't. But... the question of what they're about to do with this next movie is heavily on my mind. Just because I feel like if they don't get it right, they are going to lose a lot of the fans regarding Spider-Man, and that's not good. Because he's one of the few moneymakers left on the MCU right now. Because, I mean, there's a lot of good movies coming out. I mean... From my understanding, Thunderbolts was actually really good. I didn't get to watch it yet, but I want to. Heard it was a fantastic movie, though. Fantastic Four, speaking of fantastic, looks really good. I think it's a good call to make it. I think it's going to be a good movie. I have no clue if it's going to be a good movie, but it looks good. There's some interesting choices made with that one especially, but it looks like they're staying true to the comics for the most part with what it is. You got DC, Marvel, there should be a third one. Yeah, make a third one. Do it. I thought about doing it, but the problem I have is trying to come up with good, unique heroes to an extent. But I do want to do it at some point. If I ever did it, and the main thing that for me is, like, I always think of characters that would fit in well within certain universes. But I don't want to make a whole new universe to just try to make characters, for me to make characters in. But, for example, I think of a lot of characters that would be great in Spider-Man. A lot of characters that would be great with Iron Man. And, you know, I don't have the ability to add those right now. But adding new characters to those franchises would be amazing. That would be fun. But if I were to ever make a new comic line, it would definitely be essentially you'd run the idea of this character but this. So just like Spider-Man is man but with spider powers, you can amplify that from being man with spider powers to being man with spider powers, but I'm trying to think of a storyline that hasn't been done with Spider-Man, but, you know, something to the extent of genetically mutates slowly into a spider over the course of as he uses his powers. So he has to balance it, because the longer he uses his powers, the more spider he becomes. And then the less he uses his powers, the more human he becomes. So he has to balance that so that he doesn't turn into a full-blown spider whenever, you know, he's around his friends or family or something like that. I don't know. That's a silly one, but it's an idea, you know. It's just like this, but, and people love that. That's the basis of YouTube videos, in all honesty. A lot of people, you know, it's kind of like, okay, what makes a good YouTube video? Mr. Beast does one where it's like weight loss journey, but $250,000. Okay, that's pretty cool. People love that. So finding a way to apply that to your comic line would be a good idea, if you can. What's the horse's name? 2. Actually, you know what? The horse's name is Friday. I lost my first horse right at the beginning of the stream. I was doing an intro and I was in F5 mode, and then the creeper showed up and blew us up. Now the horse's name is Friday, so now we can tell the riddle, guys. I just want to make a series of movie about Greek gods. That'd be an interesting one. I always thought Disney's Hercules was really good. And I really kind of wish they did another Hercules. But the way that one ended was really perfect, in all honesty, so they didn't have to do a second one. But it kind of would have been interesting had they done a second Hercules. There's so many Greek gods, 12 main ones. Yeah, I mean, if you stuck to a small subsection of them, and then you could always grow beyond that. One movie that I really didn't enjoy a ton was The Eternals, and it was because they tried to put a ton of characters in this one movie that I had no idea who they were, and so there was like no connection to any of them whatsoever. And so I really haven't even considered going back and watching it. It was a decent enough movie. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was just kind of like too many characters for me to fall in love with, for lack of a better word. I never got engaged with them. That's another term that sounds like I'm marrying these characters. I never felt connected to the characters. There we go. I think a movie surrounding the Epic series would be amazing. The musical is amazing. Epic the musical is great, but I genuinely think a big screen motion picture movie would be insane. Because you could do so much with modern day graphic effects. It would be really cool. I mean, even if you did practical effects, you could do some really cool stuff. I mean, there's a lot of cool things that happen within that story, especially the original story. I mean, the musical does a really great job. But yes, Odyssey, thank you. But yeah, Odyssey would be amazing. But you kind of name anything and there's a Greek god for it. That's true. That is true. I would love an Odyssey movie and Iliad movie. Yes. Yes. Why are you mining on a horse? That's so slow. It is slow, but it made for a good YouTube title. I have no clue if the YouTube title is working or not, but I'm here for it. I'm just trying to get a little extra watch time if I can. So I thought, let's do something silly, something kind of a little wacky, a little wild. And, you know, whatever happens, happens. Wow, that was kind of a voice crack. Also, ads are going to be playing on the Twitch side. Sorry, guys. YouTube link will be posted in chat. It'll take you directly to the YouTube live stream if you don't want to get hit with the ads. Well, there they are anyway. Thank you for submitting your taxes. Appreciate it. I think we could probably do 2 layers, but I'm not going to push myself necessarily. I do want to make some decent progress if we can, because, I mean, we're only at -1 now. So, I mean, it feels like we need to get deeper if we can. -1 isn't all that deep, although I think I'm actually -2, yeah. That's not very deep at all. Because we still got to get to -64, I believe. I don't remember. Yeah, so it's actually like -59 because that's where the first layer of bedrock is, but, you know, -64 for lack of wanting to stop at the weird obscure number. So yeah, we've got a long way to go. I mean, I've been mining, it's almost been an hour and a half. I've been here a while. My goodness, 3 minutes of ads. Wait, why am I watching ads? My sub, oh no. Did the sub run out? Aw, man. That would do it. That would do it. Where? Hey, you guys ever heard that song called Where'd You Go by Fort Minor? It's a really good song. It's a really, really good song, actually. I enjoy it. And I realize I'm asking that while ads are playing, so like only like 2 of you are probably able to hear me right now, but it's a really, really cool song. It's I don't know if it's actually written from this perspective, but it sounds like it is to me anyway. So Linkin Park, the guy who does a lot of the rapping for that group, Mike Shinoda, he has his own spin-off group, I guess. I don't really know the full story about Fort Minor, but I believe that it's kind of written about him feeling bad about being away from his family all the time when he was on tours and always working on more songs and such, and felt bad about putting his career above his family at times. So it's a really interesting song, and it really hits. It's a good song. I enjoy it. It was kind of popular when it came out, if I remember correctly, but I don't remember how popular it really got. It maybe ended up in a meme or 2 at some point. I could see it being in a meme. I might even make a meme out of it just because. Let's see. Okay. I have not. Also, I haven't played guitar since Thursday last week, I guess. It's like 5 days ago, I think. Yeah. It hurt a lot. I'm not gonna lie. My ligaments aren't doing so hot. But it was fun. And also, I still am trying to regrow the skin on my fingers because I apparently ripped it up that badly. But I am healing. I am healing. K-pop Demon Hunters was meant to be 3 hours with around 30 songs. That's actually insane. Boop, boop, boop. And a kissing scene, and aquarium date scene, and more. Dang, we really got the bad version. See, I liked the length of the movie, actually. I really enjoy an hour-and-a-half long movie. 2 hours is where I feel like is the absolute most a movie should be. But 3 hours for the right kind of movie, I'll sit through it. But all the plot points need to not feel like they're dragging. That's the thing about 3-hour movies. The longer a movie runs, the more chances that it has to have a scene that just doesn't feel good to me. Could have been a good one, though. Honestly, that might have been enough for me to like it better. If it had been longer and they had included and fleshed out a little bit more of their plot points, I probably would have felt more attached to the characters. And then I probably would have been more apt to enjoy it. I didn't really love the ending, in all honesty. And I'm not going to spoil it because it's still a new enough movie. But I had a problem with how they chose to end it just a little. But I also kind of liked it in another sense. It's one of those things, some parts about it I liked and other parts I didn't. But overall, I did like the movie. It just wasn't... It just wasn't everything I kind of had thought it was going to be when everybody was telling me it was, like, the best movie. I don't know. I know I shouldn't blame everybody else for it, but I'm blaming everyone else. Let's see, came here to chat and chill, and then I suddenly remembered I got my op taken away on my own server for 2 days because I unbanned someone who clearly wasn't guilty of what he was accused of doing. Dang. I didn't know that was a thing people could do. No chicken jockey disc. I can't wait till we update, man. I hope we update the server. I know, like, there's, like, very, very minimal chance, but I would love a lava chicken disc. Let's see. I think it was just an abrupt end. Should have had, like, a 5-minute wrap-up. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if the movie had... If they did like another half an hour of content in there, I think I probably would have liked it a little better. Even just 15 more minutes. I don't know, I felt like the ending was abrupt to a certain degree too. But... like, it was because the conflict didn't ever... It peaked, and then it suddenly shifted for me. That was the issue. You can get your op taken away on your own server while I didn't buy the hosting, so yeah. Oh, okay, I gotcha. That would do it. Did you know you can CPR to golden? Is it 100 BPM? Yeah. Yeah, it lines up with Imperial March and Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. So, yeah, it lines up. I did not think about that. That's good to know. I will say I enjoyed the music. I did enjoy the music. Golden has been in my head for the last couple of days. I mean, I say I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed like a few of the songs. I didn't really like the first song. It was okay. I didn't really love Takedown. Your Idol was good? Your Idol was good, yeah. Soda Pop was good. But I hated that it was good. I hated that it was good. It was annoyingly good. Nobody likes Takedown. Well, that's good. Oi. Hello, Juliana. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Thinking about covering it? Do it. Do it. Yeah, outside of not owning your own, if you don't own the panel, then like somebody else can take it away from you. But if you have access to your server panel, nobody can stop you from getting up. What language is that? That doesn't look like Spanish. That might be Portuguese. I don't know. No hablo Portuguese. It's not how you say it, I don't think. There's like some similarities between Portuguese and then like French and Portuguese and Spanish. No, I'm gonna be singing that song with my parents. You know, fair point. I respect that. I respect that decision. English solo, por favor. Hang on, I'll be right back. Lurk, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. No Brazil. If you're from Brazil, then yeah, hang on. Learn a Japanese. It's not Japanese, is it? I'm pretty sure that's Korean. I'm pretty sure that's Korean. Okay, I'm gonna have to translate because I don't know what you're saying. I'm gonna be honest, man. What is the matter with Brazil? Nothing's wrong with Brazil. Brazil's cool. I like Brazil. But you gotta speak English if you want to speak in my chat. Korean, Japanese, Chinese, they're all so similar. They are, but they're different. Like, I mean, they look similar to us. I don't know if they necessarily sound similar. Although when it comes to singing, I do have a little bit of trouble distinguishing them to a certain degree. But, you know, in terms of symbols, I mean, yeah, they all write in the same way. But it's all different in the sense that it is a different language. It is its own unique. It is its own unique thing. The only reason, I'll be honest, Swifty, the only reason I knew it was Korean was just because I knew it was K-pop. There is J-pop though. J-pop is interesting. But I don't usually listen to K-pop. I do like the songs that I've listened to from the movie. And then I also I like some of the songs that, I guess there's one song, My Universe, that Coldplay did with, was it BTS that they did that one with? I don't remember. I like that song. But it just bugs me because I know that you could sing those lyrics in English and it would still sound the same. They did it because they wanted in on the K-pop trend. Which, I mean, I respect them. You gotta get the bag however you're gonna get the bag. But, I don't know. It just kind of felt weird that Coldplay did that when they didn't necessarily need... They didn't necessarily need the K-pop influence necessarily, but I mean, like, I guess like it's still a banger of a song. I just also really like being able to listen to a song and know exactly everything they're saying. I don't mind when they use Spanish in songs to a certain degree, as long as I know enough about it. But it throws me off when you do part one language and part another. For example, like half Spanish and half English is crazy. Or even just one verse in Spanish and then like the rest in English. Throws me off. But I can also respect it. It's an interesting thing, especially if you speak both languages. Like, I'm sure it's very enjoyable. I mean, and it opens up a lot of creative doors for lyrics. But as somebody who only speaks English, it does very much leave me out because of the way I prefer to listen to my music. So that is just something I have to understand, though, is, you know, it's not for me, and that's okay. Not everything is made for me. And that, I should preface that. It's okay for things to not be made for you, and for you to accept that. There's a lot of people out there who insist that Minecraft needs to be taken in a different direction, purely because it's not made for them right now, and it's like, that's, you know, it's okay to just say Minecraft isn't for you. It's being developed for a different audience. Or certain movies, for example, like the MCU. I mean, there is a large group of people who do enjoy the newer Marvel movies. Now, I wouldn't say it's as many as before, but the new formula does work for some people. So, I mean, I understand that that movie just isn't made for me. And that's okay. Does it suck because the movies were at one point in time made for me? Yeah. And it's okay to say that you wish that they would continue making the movies for you because they made them before for you. But at the same time, it's also okay to look at it and say, you know, the Marvels wasn't made for me. It wasn't made for people like me. But I'm glad there's people out there who like it. I actually don't know if anybody likes the Marvels. I haven't seen it. I heard it wasn't great, but I'm sure there's people out there who liked it, and that's okay. I'm glad that they liked it. Okay. Let's keep going. Also, I need to check my pings really quick. I've been DM'd again. Before I get into the other stuff, just really fast. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're chill. I'm trying to think. There's something that happened today, but I'm not gonna talk about it yet. Because I need to wait and see how that plays out. But it's interesting. I've also got some other potential interesting things coming up as well. That I can't talk about. I hate not being able to talk about things and then talking about the fact that I can't talk about them, because I understand how annoying that is. But you're just gonna have to trust me, okay? There's a lot of cool things, and then there's like one not cool thing, but I would talk about it if I could. It's just not a good idea for me to. But yeah, I'm working on a lot of cool things for you guys. I hope they come out soon. I know right now what I'm working on is the day in the life video. That's hopefully gonna be out. I want it to be out by the end of this week, so I'm gonna grind on it tomorrow probably. Then I'm gonna take a short, small break from videos to work on some thumbnails for the VOD channel. Just try to grind that out a little bit more. Maybe do like one whole day of VOD thumbnails and that's it. And then I'm thinking either I'm between two things. I may work on my website a little bit more, or I will spend some time working on the next video after that. The Q&A video is probably the next one that needs to come out because I promised that as well. So that'll be ready probably within the next couple of weeks as well. I got to get a ton of videos done for the archives channel. And then I'm thinking the archives channel may also be where I post some of my old stream clips. Things that you guys just clipped that you liked and that I find funny enough to put in the clips. But I don't know. We'll see. I may revamp the second channel to being more about that. Because the second channel actually doesn't have any content on it anymore. I deleted it all. It's all going on the, what do you call it? It's all going on the archives channel just because I realize now that none of that was really stuff I wanted to make. It was interesting at the time, you know, it was a thing. Oh. Ooh. I don't know if you guys heard that. That kind of hurt. Okay. We're not doing that again. I was just trying to stretch, man. My shoulder popped weirdly. That's another weird thing. I've been popping a lot. My hip popped today again. My foot got tingly for like half a second, and I was like, oh no, I just dislocated my hip. But no, we were good. We were chilling. It got the feeling back. It just it scared me. I was not about to admit to you guys that I threw my hip out. That was not what I wanted to do. So I was really happy to say that I did not throw my hip out. But it was surprisingly painful. Just trying to get out of bed. So, fun stuff. Did not die. That's all that matters. I'm gonna be so real. This is taking a lot longer than I thought, and I don't think the clickbait was as good as I thought it would be. Maybe we need to clickbait some better way. How do we make the challenge more enticing for people to want to watch? So, we've done horseback. Doesn't seem to be pulling the views like we thought it would. Not that everything is about the views. I am still enjoying this. It's just like, I could have had 2 layers done by the time this is done. So it's kind of like, you know, I get 5 people. 5 people on horses. Hear me out. 5 people on horses. 5 people, whoever mines the most blocks gets diamonds. That's not a terrible idea. Although everybody on Twitch SMP is kind of stupidly rich right now. So I don't know if, like, that's a... I don't know necessarily if that's a great idea or not. I do like it, though. Ah. No, everyone is poor. They spent all their money preparing for that thing. Are you sure? Like, how are they all broke? They've been playing for... what? Probably like 3 months? Has it been 3 months since we added new people? Maybe a little less than that, 2 months? I don't know. How are they all broke? Everybody should, even the new wave of people should have diamonds at this point. Like, so many diamonds. Hello, Al. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I mean, I say that, I don't really have that many diamonds. I don't know how many I have, but I know it's not much. Why are you mining on a horse? I've never seen this. I was using it as, like, clickbait. And it doesn't seem to be doing much. But I'm too stubborn to quit at this point. So I'm going to keep mining on a horse, even though it's wildly more inefficient. Like, you're so much slower on a horse. But it is something I'm doing. I'm trying to think if there's, like, any better options. I mean, like, wooden tools wouldn't be bad, but I need, like, some guarantee, man. I thought the horse would be fun, because people were like, oh, haha, funny, it's on a horse. But if this didn't work, would wooden tools really work? That is a question. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it, Al. Okay, that's not quite working. Come on. My shoulder just popped again. Anytime I move my arm, it's popping. Oh, that's awful. That is awful. Downright awful. Okay. I'm excited for the Copper Golem. Me too, dude. Me too. Having the functionality of a large sorting system within one tiny mob, that is a beautiful thing. Will not be taking that for granted at all. Come on. There we go. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Feels like it's been forever. This song is stuck in my head. It is stuck. It's a good song. It's just like, why is that the only thing I could think of? Well. Okay. Anyway. Keep going. We are still at y-2. And we probably will be for a while. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the last layer. The first and last layer. Why? Because this is maddening. It's so slow. I mean, it's okay. I mean, like, you do what you gotta do, but this was, maybe not my best choice. But the horses are cute. I mean, that's a good point. Yeah, it is pretty cute. That's one thing going for it. I mean, look at it. So adorable. And, there we go. I mean, look at it. Cute. Adorable, even. There we go. Can I, like, slash spin while riding a horse? I can't, dang. I was really curious if I could or not. I need to pick up those diamonds here in a second. Up. Up. And here we go. Sleep. I force myself to breathe a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Final small section here. It's actually like not that small, but it feels like it's smaller. So like that's nice. I mean, technically it is getting smaller and smaller. It's just, it feels so large still. I hate working with clients who want spawns. That is fair. Wait, do you mean like they're just like random 12-year-olds who sign up money? Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, do you mean like hostile mob spawns or just spawns for players? I want to make the next big survival server with ranks and crates. Yup. They want to make a bunch of money off their server, and they're gonna pay you to help them. Imagine they made horse later. Yo, wait. You might be onto something, Al. Hang on. You're cooking. I actually can't wait for King SMP Season 4 because the spawn is going to be entirely built in survival, like this one has been. But it's also going to be a lot more player involved. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from King Elfie and the way he's been running his viewer joinable server. Because I really like how involved he is with his community on that world, and I want to try to do something similar if I can. Don't know if I'll be able to or not, but I would like to. It's important to me. I realize like right now I don't get to do a whole lot with you guys on the servers. I'm not going to be doing a mega build. I'm going to be doing several small builds throughout. We're going to be doing like different outposts scattered throughout the entire world. It's going to be really interesting. There's going to be different quests that you can do in each village that will be tied around certain NPCs. Other people can request that their town or village gets turned into a point of interest. And then people can go there to get quests and stuff as well, which would be interesting. Not sure if it'll work out or not, but that's kind of like what my idea of Season 4 is going to be anyway. What's the King SMP? King SMP is my viewer joinable Minecraft server. And so we just play survival there. And it's got like a couple different smaller plugins to kind of make it a little more unique, but I've realized while running it that I need the server to be unique, not just because of the plugins we offer, but because of how we're choosing to interact. And so I'm trying to up the interaction a little bit within the server as well, making it more inviting to everybody, but also making it so that I can go there and visit bases and give people something to build and a reason to build. Is it Java or Bedrock? It's both. It is both. So it is a geyser server. So it runs Java mechanics, but it allows Bedrock to join. And if you'd like to join, you can do !IP in the chat. It should give you all the info you need there. I've offered him $100 for his spawn, and he said, nah, I'm looking for my 300 by 300 spawn they made for free. That's crazy. That is actually crazy, bro. Bro doesn't even know what a build commission is, does he? He's gonna be disappointed. I don't think he can get a 300 by 300 area built by anybody for less than $50. And I would say 50 is scraping bottom of the barrel, and you're not gonna get a good quality builder. So, like, I don't know. I think he's gonna have trouble. I would say 100 is fair. I mean, 300 by 300 area, that's what? That's a 90,000 squared area. Or not 90,000 squared area, sorry. It's a 90,000, block area, essentially. You know, that I don't know if what I'm saying is making any sense. Boop. He posted in a server where the channel is called Paid Job Offers, and then at the bottom it says, "This isn't a paid job, bro. Bro can't just casually post in the paid job offers a non-paying job. That's crazy." Gosh, he probably didn't even read. Okay, we're almost done. We are almost done. I'm also pretty tired today, so this will at least give me a good chance to wrap up after this layer. That way we can take a screenshot. We can say, "Oh yeah, I did mine with the horse," which will make a good thumbnail, I suppose. And I will go back to the drawing board and come up with a different idea of what to do to dig the hole in a more creative way. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. I need to go get those diamonds before I forget them again. Hang on. Ugh. There we go. I have my diamonds. That's all I needed. I'm trying to think. You know, I don't know what I was gonna say. I do not remember what I was gonna say, but that's okay. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Looking at the screen and seeing this horse for so long is starting to make me go insane, though. Oh my goodness. I need to, like, take a short eye break just for a second. My goodness. Same thing in my screen all the time. He's also looking for a 500 by 500 build also for free. Bro. That's... Yeah, nah. Nah. Bro's not getting anyone to help him. See, I could get, like, maybe the 100 by 100 build if he was gonna pay for a 500 by 500 build. Like, could you throw in the spawn for free if I pay you for your 500 by 500? But I seriously doubt even that. Like, that's insane. Ugh. I'm so sorry. I'm so white. Wow. Thank you for your taxes. Appreciate it, Coral. I'm gonna pop my shoulder again. Just give me like 1 second. Yikes. Okay. I could pop my shoulder out of place doing that. I can feel it. It's like this close to slipping. I shouldn't do that anymore. I'm not even kidding. Like, actually, like, it's surprisingly really close to being really loosey-goosey. Like, stupidly loosey-goosey. I'm not gonna do that anymore. But, like, I can, like, if I raise it above my head, and then I breathe out while turning my arm in a certain way. If I just turn it a little bit more, it will just roll right out. I don't know how you'd put it back in all honesty. Which is why I wouldn't do that. But, like, I think I could roll my shoulder out of place doing that. And you're not supposed to be able to, I don't think. And that's not normal. That might go with the hypermobility thing they were talking about earlier. But that one, yeah, maybe not. 7. What's up, Deku? Good to see you. Welcome on in. What about 7? It is the 7th month. It is also 8:57. 7 is my lucky number. There are 7 days in a week. 7. Also, let's go up here. Hello. Okay. 7 is very significant. 7 is a good number. It is a very good number. It is the 7th number. That is true. That is very true. It is a significant number, and it is the 7th number. Both are accurate so far. Good, how are you? I'm doing well. We're just chilling. We're digging up a hole on horseback because, yeah, just because. Can I get up? Thank you. There we go. Let's see. Should I come on more often? That's up to you, man. You do what you gotta do. I understand that life is busy sometimes, so don't feel like you ever have to be here. But whenever you are here, I appreciate it nonetheless. I have way too much free time. I felt that. I mean, it's summer. Yeah. I shouldn't say I feel that. I do know what it's like to have too much free time. But that's because, like, I am in charge of my own schedule. And I don't plan for free time. But that in and of itself makes free time because I don't get everything I need done. Because I'm always so booked up. And I don't understand how to keep myself accountable to my own schedule. So I end up having free time that I'm not supposed to have. I don't know if that made any sense. But, yeah. What are you doing right now? I'm digging a hole while riding a horse. Hey, King, I'm back. And 2 questions. I'm pretty sure you have a VR, right? And also, do you have you played Gorilla Tag? I do have a VR, yes. And I have not played Gorilla Tag, no. I've seen a couple of people talk about it, though. You're back? Alrighty. Sounds good, Deku. Gorilla Tag is probably the best free VR game. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of free VR games out there, but even a few that are good. Oop. Don't ask why I swapped over to Twitch randomly. Don't worry about it. Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. I need to scoot back really quick. I need to try to stretch, like, genuinely. Not my shoulders, apparently, but the rest of my body needs, like, some help. That was my lower back. Okay. Here's my mid. I don't know if I can get my upper or not. I gotta... I like hug myself maybe. I don't know, that hurts my shoulder. I'm not doing that again. I'm just gonna be careful and not extend my shoulder anymore. I think that's not a good idea. VR is so sickening, that's fair. I get a little sick playing VR Among Us. I haven't played VR Among Us in a very, very long time. But, that game made me so motion sick. And it was because I was moving around with the Joy-Con, but I was looking around with my head, and you were moving so fast with the Joy-Con that, like, it got very sickening very quickly. I got dizzy. And I get car sick easily if I'm in a car for, like, maybe 10 plus hours. That's fair. I don't get car sick usually. Well, that's a lie. Okay, I do get a little car sick sometimes. But it's usually only because I'm sitting in the back and I haven't had enough to eat. And so my blood pressure's all sorts of whack. Maybe my blood sugar too. But it throws me off so badly. I gotta be careful whenever I go on a trip. I'll send a message after then, because it's a long message. I like Twitch messages. Yeah, I made those. One of my friends has them, and I was like, oh, I like that. I'm stealing it. And so I did it. Emoji's not a message? Oh, okay. The emojis are cool, yeah. They're unique. A little different than what YouTube does. YouTube just uses Google's default emojis, if I'm not mistaken. I could be incorrect on that, but I think it's true. Okay, almost done. We are gonna finish this layer. We're gonna finish it. We're gonna do it. Ugh. I don't want to drop into Batman. Please don't. Please don't go back. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, you do not spit on my horse, bro. Okay. These ads are making me hungry. The food looks so good. That's fair. I am a little hungry already. I had dinner right before stream. I had it 5:30. It may have been even earlier than that. I don't know. Unfortunately, I can't eat very much at once, but I can, if I eat like several times throughout the day, I can eat enough. Right now, I'm kind of hungry though. Oop. Oh. I'm okay. I'm okay. Why can I see the video but not hear? Seeing it really eliminates the purpose of the ad, although with King's types of videos, it's kind of better to listen than watch. That's fair. That is true. You should say your real name. Why? I don't think that's a good idea. Uh, 10 seconds till no ads. Yay, let's go. Love that. Why not? Because online safety. There's a lot of people who don't like me, and they would do nothing more than try to cyber stalk me and do a lot of creepy things. No! Oh, the horse is still alive. Okay. Oh, that was almost really, really bad. Okay. King, do you know what's special about Gorilla Tag? No. What is special about Gorilla Tag? Let's see. I mean, my name is in the account. I mean, yeah, but my name, when you, I've been streaming for a while. There's a lot of people. When I say there's a lot of people who don't like me, it's not just me being dramatic. Genuinely speaking, there are people to this day. In fact, I know for a fact to this day who are still trying to drag my name through the mud. Last thing I need is for them to show up in my real world, messing up that too. It is what it is, you know. I can't stop. I can't stop them from trying to mess up the online stuff, but I can definitely protect. I can definitely protect me and those who are close to me in the real world. And that's why I don't share my real name on the internet. Saying my real name defeats all the time spent on my cool username. Exactly. Alently understands. That's too close. Maybe the horse isn't the best idea. I'm using the horse. I was using it mostly as clickbait, but it didn't really do much like I thought it would. I thought a lot of people were gonna go, "Oh, he's digging on a horse. That's kind of crazy. Let's go watch." It didn't really do what I thought it was gonna do, but that's okay. You know, we're still here. Especially because you use your arms to move. You just swing them around to move. It's very cool. That is neat. That is pretty cool, yeah. Please catch me up on the conversation. We were just talking about why I don't use my name, my real name online. Internet safety first? Exactly. Internet safety is very important. That's why I don't share... Well, if I were a minor, I wouldn't share my age. But I wouldn't share my name, my age, my location. Those kinds of things are especially important. Boop. Thought of my username within 5 seconds. Nice. Let's see. 8 months, 5 days, 21 hours. Dang. Dang indeed. Has it really been that long? Wow. You are a miner in Minecraft? Yeah, I mean, true. I am a miner in Minecraft. You're onto something. Thank you for the follow, Mick. Appreciate it. Guys, interesting fact about KingRegNog. I didn't know this until a few days ago. Oh boy. I don't know what you're about to say. I don't know. Coral, 10 months, 9 days, 21 hours. Jeez. That's coming up on a year very quickly, and I don't know how I feel about that. It's supposed to be KingRegNog. It's actually not supposed to be KingRegNog, but it's pronounced like that. It is very, very similar, though. I've been called that a lot. I don't mind. You guys can call me whatever you want. The main rule, as you might know, is just don't call me late to dinner. That's the only thing you can't call me. But outside of that, it's been that long. I know. It's crazy how fast time is flying. It doesn't really ever stop, does it? Deku has been following for 3 years, 2 months, 9 days. Jeez. That is actually crazy. You were one of my year ones. I've been streaming for almost 4 years. I'll be streaming for 4 years by the time August 2nd hits. So, it's crazy. I just figured out how to follow. Nice. Let's go. Very good observation. Time does not stop. Yep. Thank you. I am very good at perceiving time and reality. Feels more like it's been 5 years. Jeez. That's insane. To me, it feels like just a couple of minutes, really. I mean, I look back and, you know, it feels... I mean, it looks like a long time to have done almost 900 streams. Actually, there's a decent chance we hit 900 streams by the time I do my 4-year anniversary stream. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Wow. I mean, you look back at 900 streams and you go, that's insane. It's absolutely crazy, and it is. But to me, I don't think about the fact that it's been 900 streams. It's just, you know, the things I remember that I do. You cannot send links in Twitch. No, it will also block there. I mean, it'll send, but it'll send little asterisks. Wow, words are hard. Like, you can send a message, it just won't show the link. It's wild to think about. Wow, guys, you know humans don't stop breathing for a long time. Al has been following for 10 months as well. Jeez. GG, man. Y'all are crazy. Actually crazy. Feels so strange, you know? Time has moved quickly and slowly at the same exact time. And it feels like it's only that way with certain times, certain places, and certain people. You know, with some people it feels like I've had not nearly enough time with. And other people, I mean, it feels like I've known them forever. And that's kind of crazy. Feels weird. Let's see. I think YouTube actually deleted my comment on when I showed you my Spotify playlist, or maybe you did, but it's gone, so I hope you have a way to go back, like, save it or something. I have a link of it saved. I didn't delete it either. YouTube did end up deleting it. I was surprised it even showed up in the first place, because I do have it set that links are banned. And, like, it should delete the links, but it didn't, for whatever reason. But it ended up auto-deleting at some point. I love that Riz is just psychology, and I am good at psychology. That's fair. That's fair. Riz is honestly mostly psychology. I mean, to some degree, I feel like it is natural. I mean, if you sit there and you only think about the psychological parts of rizzing up someone, then you will not rizz them up. But I do believe there is a lot there that is psychological as well, and you need to play your cards right to a certain degree. You need to show that you actually care. Let's see. Passing through Riz is just comparing contrasts and analogies. Please explain why you're digging a hole. Because I'm going to be putting my mega base in here. Let's see. Time in general is just wild to me. That's fair. Time is relative, but it's also not relapsing. It's like decaying. It's dilating. Time dilation. So the way time works, it's interesting. So it's relative. So the way I perceive time is different than the way you perceive time, different than the way Deku perceives time, and different than the way Swifty receives time, and the way that Mick and Ellently and Al, all of you, Coral, all of you, every single one of you perceive time differently than each other. Then, on top of that,
hello there.
Bulgarian butt beater. That is a name. Wow. Are we talking about philosophy a little bit? Yeah. How's it going? Welcome on in. Thank you for following. Appreciate it. So that's just one way time is relative. But then there's also time dilation. So the longer you live, the shorter time feels. So my favorite example is when I was 5 years old. 5 years was 100% of my life. When I turned 10 years old, 5 years was 50% of my life. When I was 15, it was 33.3333 continuing percent. And then when I was 20, it was 25% of my life. 5 years is progressively becoming shorter and shorter in terms of percentage of my life lived. So eventually, 10 years will feel the same as what 5 years feels like now. And eventually, 10 years might feel like what 20 years is going to feel like in the future. Or 10 years will eventually feel like what 20 years. 20 years will feel like what 10 years feels like, and so on and so forth. Because, 10 years now is half of my life. So 10 years feels like what 5 years used to feel like to me. And that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Let's see. I feel like making a way to DM you links to show you things would solve the problems, but realistically, I'm the only one showing you things 90% of the time, so that's fair. The best way to show me things, honestly, through links is to just put it in my Discord, and then I usually check it out there. But if you don't have Discord, then that does make it a little harder, that's for sure. Let's see. Are you the sun? Because I couldn't live without you. I'm gonna do a speed up, catch up in your DMs. Okay. Here's your dab. Let's see. Time perception is based on many factors, based on mood. Yeah, I mean, time perception also has some stuff to do with mood as well. I mean, if you're not feeling like you're not in the best of moods necessarily, then you're gonna be more than likely to feel like time just stretches on and on and on forever. Whereas if you are in a good mood, there's a heavy chance that time just kind of slips away faster than what you would like it to, faster than what you think it should. Mood has a heavy impact on our perception of time. Absolutely. Come on, get up here. Giddy up. Come on. Get. There we go. Giddy up. Giddy up, exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Time flies by when you're having fun. Exactly. I accidentally closed chat, or Twitch, so what did you say about me saying the thing about DMs and links or something? Best way to get a hold of me when it comes to links and trying to send me that stuff is like through Discord, posting it in the Discord server. My DMs aren't open just because I do get a lot of them, but I do check my Discord a lot. Message has been messaged. Sweet. I will check that out at some point soon. Right, at a Discord server that would have solved everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I do indeed have a Discord server, and if you guys would like to join it, do !IP in the chat. It'll get you all the info you need. But no obligations. Just do what you want to do. Oop. Did I say IP? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to just going on that spiel. Nobody ever asks to join the Discord. They're always asking to join King SMP. Join this, join that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gosh. My brain is toast right now, okay, guys? Let me also finish reading chat. Did I catch up on everything? Are you the son? Because I can't live without you. Call it philosophy or psychology. The digging is for my mega base, yeah. Let's see. Giddy up message. Yeah, okay. Let me see what that says. Gotcha. Okay. I respect it, Swifty. I respect it. GG's. You're doing things. You're doing things. Okay, I need to clean up my inventory really quick. Let's see. Anuki is online. Enderman head can go in there. Keep the boat. Keep some arrows. Toss out like all those ender pearls there. Yuki, it's been about 20 years, I know, it's crazy. Bro came back from the dead. Okay, and then I want to go over to where my wheat field is, and I want to go feed the cows. Let's see. Oh, I think I forgot to tell you guys, I got frogged. So... see this little frog here? John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith? His name was my name too. And, I was given the frog by Silence Watson, and, you know... I love John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith because his name is my name too. And whenever we go out, people always shout, "There goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith." And you know, he makes a great addition to the base right now. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm gonna go. You're chill. I'll pop in more often if I remember. All right, sounds good, Deku. Sounds good. Yo, no fan. How's it going, dude? Good to see you. What? What about it? What do you want to know about John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith? Do you not know about John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith? I highly encourage everybody to learn about John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith because it's very important. Like, it's actually one for the history books, genuinely. Oh. Oh, okay. I need to toss out the wheat seeds. Ah. Okay. Wheat. I have some wheat. And I need to go up here. Alright. In the Discord message with a message that was 127% too long. Okay. Oh, good. I'll check that out after stream, probably. If that's alright with you, it is. Okay, Yep, all good. Sweet. We are set. I love that machine. The cow cooker is so good. You know what? I need to really quickly do something. Okay, there we go. Good, good, good. Boop. Okay, once you check the map, if you do, keep me updated on how you feel. The map. Okay. I don't know what map, but okay, I gotcha. Okay, let's do and do. Come over here. Oop. Okay. There we go. Feel about the map, of course. No one cares about your emotion. Just kidding, or am I? I'm so confused. What map? what map? Oh no. You know, I was supposed to build, like... I was supposed to do Steve's Lava Chicken, and I never did. I kind of feel bad about that. Should we go tear down my shopping district claims? Because I'm not using them. I think I should. That's just the courteous thing to do. Where to go? I miss you so. That song. Ah. Okay, you know how to download Minecraft Worlds, right? So you can see other people's creations without you can join a public server realm? Yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with downloading Worlds. I don't know what map you're sending, that's all. Set a map? Okay. That's just a random pile of sand. I'm sending you viruses. You're sending me a lot more than just viruses. Let's be honest, Gus. Sand, pile of sand. Yeah, I'm really confused. What is this pile of sand? What is this pile of sand? Who is it? No sign. No sign. Okay, well, let's find out. Sending you viruses and bad vibes. Oh, it's just a desert. Gotcha. Well, that's actually really helpful. Wow. Wait, this is my desert. No, it's okay. I wasn't gonna utilize it, so we're fine. What was I saying? I love sending you random stuff. I also gave you the inside scoop on stuff. Yes. I love knowing all the things that you're doing, Gus. Genuinely. It's so fun. Like, Gus is cool. Gus is cool. You know a lot. I'm proud to be... I'm assuming probably one of the few. I don't think there's very many people who know as much as I know, and that makes me happy. This is so cool. You all should subscribe to him on YouTube. Honestly, though, seriously, like, actually, guys, you should. There's only one other person who knows as much as you. Okay. Dang. I'm in an elite club, guys. I know so many things. I could leak all of Gus's personal information and all of his plans for the future right here, right now. I'm tearing this down. There is no Steve's Lava Chicken. There is no more. It is going away. Where did I get the smooth sandstone slab? I don't know. Okay. Well, we got work to do. Let's quickly tear this out. We can also tear out this bit here, 'cause I'm not building this. I don't have time to keep up with the shop, let alone 2 shops. Even though it's fun, I know my purpose right now is not to do shops. It is to finish this build and then decide what I need to do next. But yeah, you guys actually should go check out PC Gus, because he makes some really cool stuff on YouTube, especially. He's more like he does like Minecraft shorts, but they're not necessarily always about Minecraft, which is kind of unique. He just talks about life and all the cool things surrounding what's going on in the real world, and some different like gaming news, and he's a cool dude. He shares a lot of his experiences through his YouTube shorts, and it's a fun time. He also wished me a happy birthday, so like, you guys gotta know, he's really cool. Okay. Welcome back, Mick. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll tear these out. Well, we'll finish tearing down Lava Chicken. We'll go back home. And then I'm thinking that will probably be when we end stream, more than likely. Just because I'm wore out. I don't know why I'm so tired. Like, honestly, I went to bed at a not terrible time last night. I want to say it was like 3 in the morning. That's not bad. For me, that's not bad. Hang on, I can tell you. I went to bed at... Oh. I went to bed at 3:40 in the morning. Never mind. It was like a lot later than I thought it was. I say a lot later. It was 30 minutes later, basically, but still. That was a while ago. That was a lot later than I thought it was supposed to be. Sorry. Words are hard. So I think, I think it's safe to say, anyway, that I should probably sleep some more tonight. Man. How did I stay up so late? I thought I was doing really good, but I don't remember it, apparently. Not the way it actually happened, at least. It was so long, right, guys? I was gone for like a year or two, guys. Right, guys? Guys? Yeah, totally. You were gone for so long. Let's see. I took a nap today and feel like crap. That's fair. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Right before streaming, it's been this way for the last couple of... I should close my window. Give me 1 second. I can stand. Yeah, I'm not... But, what was I saying? You know, I don't remember, and that's okay. Oh, yeah, the last couple of streams, right before stream starts, my body has just been crashing. Like, I'm not even kidding. Full stop. My body just, like, dies. Lose all energy. Hardly can keep my eyes open. And, like, it's awful. I don't know what's wrong. Like, it's just... for whatever reason, my body decides to shut down at 7 p.m. every night. And so it makes it for some streams I can end up limping along until my energy comes back. Like right now I have a pretty decent amount of energy, but I just don't have the willpower to keep digging. So we're not going to dig on a horseback anymore. We're just going to finish cleaning this up and then we'll wrap up. But, you know, I had to get through a pretty decent chunk of the stream before my energy started to really kick in. Pretty much about the time we finished that layer of stone was about the time that I was able to start thinking a little more clearly. I miss streaming. I miss you streaming, dude. I really, really do miss you streaming. Let's see. I'm hoping that I can fix me so that I can hopefully feel like my energy levels and brain aren't going to absolutely crap out on me. Right now my brain's pretty bad. I lose my train of thought way too often. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Whoa. Ready. Okay, I need dirt. Do I have any dirt? Okay, I think right about here is pretty much where all the grass is supposed to go. So that's just a theory. A game theory. Okay. I really had like that much dirt. Okay. Here we go. On the bright side, I kept everything here, so I don't even have to worry about it really. Just gotta fill it all in. My streams were always overrated. I mean, I don't think they were, but I only know my own opinion about your streams. Your streams are cool. I was so confused. I thought I put my shulker inside of a shulker, and I was about to say, what kind of witchcraft is this? Okay, we're good. We're chill. Okay, take that. Okay, break you, break you. Take you. Break you, break you. Okay. I fixed that up pretty okay, I think. You know, I don't think anybody's gonna look at it too closely. I think it's fine. Here's your hydrate and a fan. Thank you. There hasn't been a day recently I haven't thought about him. Just saying, dude. You should come back. Be really cool. Be really, really cool. What's this? What's this? What is it? Future Taya Stinky Concrete Shop. Nice. The shopping district has had quite a lot done to it, really. It's cool though. I wish I had like a good shop idea that wouldn't take me like super long to work on. That would be easy enough for me to keep up with stock. Because, like, I like the idea of shops, and I think I could do them on a lot of servers. But And servers like this, it sucks because you can spend so much time working on your shops and then it never do anything. Because you gotta sell the right items, you gotta sell it to the right people, and it's hard when you got, like, I don't know how many people are whitelisted on the server now, but it's like 32, maybe 32 people on the server. Now, most of them don't play really, but you know, when you got that many people that try to curate your shop towards and trying to figure out the pricing on it, trying to figure out the best way that you can farm it without breaking the server, you know, there's a lot of things to consider about shops. I also am kind of impressed by the size of so many of these shops, like that one, for example. Huge, absolutely massive shop. But there's also a lot of small ones, like that little guy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with big shops. I think that looks amazing. It's just like, I'm impressed that there's so many of those larger shops. There we go. I keep pressing the wrong hotkey. Where'd the horse go? It is at my base. Which will actually head that way right now. The Guardian's brilliant. It's insane. It's actually like a huge build. Like, you know, it can fly out that way really quick. It is massive. King loves sizes. Who doesn't? Mean looking guy. I think they sell all sorts of aquatic things here. Hang on. Wow. They actually went for the full song. Okay. Interesting. Bro, you banned them. Don't be using the low taper fade in my chat. Do not be using the low taper fade in my chat. I will end you and your mom. And you know how much I love your mom. Beware. Beware. Okay, I'm going upstairs now. Boop. Dang it. What? You really did ban it. Yeah, I banned it. I banned it. It is a banned phrase. Actually kind of surprised it doesn't let you say it, Coral, because you are VIP. And it lets Swifty get away with all sorts of misogyny with his VIP badge. He says he doesn't mean it, but I don't think that's true. Bro, it's just like Kitrix Live. I don't know if Low Taper Fade is banned in her chat or not. You guys want to find out? Do you guys want to find out? Everything is banned in her chat? I mean, it kind of is. You're not wrong. The horse is back here. We brought it back home. Let me go back into my base really quick. We're gonna hide. I came back to my base and it was full of creepers. I don't know if somebody led them in there or what, but I was impressed. There were so many creepers. So we dug a hole. It's a little deeper now. There's some depth. It's not banned. We're about to make it banned. We are about to make it banned. Yeah, I was gonna say hello to Kit, because I'm ready to end stream. Thanks for being here, guys. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun, in fact. I'm tired. You're tired. We're all tired. So, let's go be tired together elsewhere. Let's see. Just gotta make sure I type in all the names. This is for both YouTube and Twitch because she streams on both. So that's awesome. See, if every streamer would just stream on both platforms, I could send all my viewers to the same place. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Every streamer should stream everywhere. Just saying. Just saying. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know we're ending a little early tonight, but I'm tired. I'm really tired, and I kind of gotta pee. So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow on Twitch only, and we're gonna be playing some Stardew Valley. I'll see you guys then. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye. Where's my Instagram stream? It's gonna be soon. Bye bye.